At GetzWell, in terms of our individualized, customized approach, we look at a child's family history and what potential risks the child has on the basis of the family history. A child that has a parent with diabetes or a sibling with severe allergies, we would counsel vaccination differently from a child who had a completely negative family history, for example. We consider risks like daycare and whether there are older siblings in the home that pose a risk, whether there are immune-compromised members of the family. We talk about practical issues like whether a parent can stay home with a sick child. For instance, a vaccine-preventable illness like pertussis can produce symptoms for weeks or months, which means that a parent may need to stay home, and miss work for many days, and not everyone can do this. With families who don't want to vaccinate or want to significantly delay vaccinating their children, we discuss whether not vaccinating will allow the family to participate in social gatherings and go into public spaces or travel internationally without panicking. We have families who make a decision initially not to vaccinate and then find that they're feeling like they can't live their lives, and so this isn't good. So at GetzWell, we take the time to listen. We sensitively and intelligently address parents' fears and concerns, and we provide as much information as the parents want. Some parents want a lot. They want, the latest studies. Other parents want none, and they want us to make the decisions as the, quote-unquote experts for them. In any case, in collaboration with the parents, we come up with a thoughtful vaccine schedule in most cases. We do have parents who choose not to vaccinate at all, and while we don't necessarily agree with this in every case, we do support their right to make this decision, and we make every effort to keep the lines of communication open. For those who don't vaccinate at all or significantly delay the vaccines, we do walk the family through, however, the scenario of high fever and what that means in terms of needing to investigate why, especially in a young baby or child, they're having a fever, because fever in the newborn period or in the early infancy period or in a child who isn't vaccinated up to a year or so strikes fear into the heart of most pediatricians I know. So I mentioned earlier that we use tools to mitigate vaccine risks, and these include only vaccinating well kids, so we don't vaccinate especially young children who even have minor colds, while the CDC would say that was ridiculous. We eliminate certain vaccines per family history. We only do 1 or 2 vaccines per visit. We delay certain vaccines in infancy, specifically hepatitis B. There may be others. We can use homeopathic medicines to try to mitigate impacts on the immune system. We encourage and support breastfeeding whenever possible. We recommend probiotics and antioxidants and other dietary supplements or oils that would help to balance out this immune system tendency to be pulled to the Th2 side. And we want kids to eat dirt. There was a New York Times article, I think in the last year, that talked about the benefits of kids playing in the dirt and actually getting some into their digestive tracts. So not the dog-run dirt or the sand in the playground, but dirt. So in summary, my view is that a one-size-fits-all approach to vaccines and medicine in general is outmoded and doesn't make sense as we enter the second decade of the 21st century. The best pediatric care is customized and individualized, and since one of the core practices in pediatrics is immunizing, this personalized approach logically extends to childhood vaccination schedules. We do our best to make these decisions in the context of each child's family history, environment, and social context, and in consideration of the parents' wishes.